We'll reach Sukdal shortly, if those woodcutters by the forest weren't making it up. They looked pretty frightened.
Maybe they were just in awe of your beauty.
My, you've got a silver tongue, eh?
Not that I want to contradict, but I think there might be another reason.
There was this healer called Clara there.
A girl of yours?
Maybe. She was really kind to me. Oh, my God.
Wait. Maybe she managed to save herself? Nobody would hang a young girl like that, would they? Oh, sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
Don't apologize. It's not your fault.
You have to live every day like it's going to be your last. That's all you can do in our trade.
What do you plan to do now?
What do you think? Have a proper meal and then go and lie down?
Ooh. May I join you?
At least we'd only take up one of Lord Pisac's beds instead of two. But I'd like to get some rest. And I advise you to do the same. We have lots of work ahead of us. Lo, the Worth Henry of Skalitz. I'm just holding a discussion with the captain here about his desolate fortress.
That's not how I'd put it. In the end, as my großvater said, the strength of a castle is measured by its garrison. And mine is one of the best in the region. What do you say, lad? Am I right?
Well, your grandfather was right. A castle with a weak garrison is no good for anything. But your men... I'd say the girls from our village would do a better job of defending the place.
What did you say, you bastard? Why don't you show us how it's done, then? Now that we have Großer Meister among us, we should make use of him, shouldn't we?
Sure, if it'd make you happy.
Show us what you're made of, my knight.
Come, Junge. We'll stuff your clothes with straw, so you don't come to any harm, and let you have a go against one of ours. Pulcock, come here! The first to bleed loses.
Excellent, Henry.
It was nothing.
Gut gemacht. You have my admiration. You really are good with the sword. I hope my idiots learned a thing or two from you.
You should receive some kind of reward for that feat.
What rewards would you have in mind?
I was rearranging our saddlebags, and I remembered I took a small memento from Trotsky.
Oh. What is it?
A hunting crossbow. I even think it's von Berghoff's. I was meaning to sell it, but it might serve you better.
My word. Thank you. I better go and find Zizka. The Margrave is expecting us.
I saw Zizka next to the stables. There was some girl hanging around him.
Do you want to come with us to see Jobst?
Not really. I'll go and pack my things instead. I have a feeling we'll have to leave soon.
Why?
A woman's intuition.
Hey, my lovely. Zizka told me you found something out about Liechtenstein.
If only just about him. I got a job in an alehouse, and I must have heard all the gossip about this sinful city. And about the Pope, the second Pope, Sigismund, Wenceslas, about the sickness of old men, the desires of young men, who I sometimes have to beat off with a stick. Simply everything. The tavern seems to be the fount of all knowledge.
You'll have to tell me more about the sinning part. That sounds interesting.
You youngsters are all the same. But work before pleasure. After we find Liechtenstein and free Cape Bon, we'll see.
I'll look forward to it. But anyway, about Liechtenstein. Anything new?
Well, there might be something. One of the girls I talked to told me her sweetheart frequents some nasty alehouse. And one of the regulars there recently started buying drinks for the whole house. Which is suspicious, because this fella is practically a beggar. Goatskin, they call him. They asked him where he got the coin, and he boasted that he was spying for some rich lord.
All right. That sounds promising.
Of course, it doesn't have to be Liechtenstein, but there can't be that many rich men who pay spies. And we have to start somewhere.
That's true. And you've spoken to this goatskin fella?
Not yet. I was rather hoping you'd do it. That grubby alehouse is a bit too wild even for me.
Well, if it's too wild even for you, maybe I should be worried.
Well, at least you don't risk being groped by a bunch of lewd, stinking miners.
Well, it's only to be expected after all.
Excuse me?
I mean, I'm sure they don't see nice women like you very often.
Naughty boy. You just make sure nobody robs you there.
Does this place have a name?
I'm not sure if it's a name, but the locals call it the Hole in the Wall.
Sounds like a nice place for a romantic evening, eh?
You'll find it in Hotprink. There's no other alehouse in that quarter.
So, goatskin in the hole in the wall. I reckon I remember that. I'll go and check it out. Why did you ask me in particular for help?
Because you're the only one I know here.
Uh-huh.
But don't take it the wrong way. I'm actually glad it's you. You're pretty reliable. Not even Zhishka would be of much help to me here.
Uh-huh. Thanks. I know everything I need.
Good. Go to that graveyard, talk to the gravedigger, and take a look at that poor girl's body. In the meantime, I'll try to find out more. Then we'll put it all together, and I'll be damned if we can't come up with something.
I'm here.
Come. I know a place where nobody will disturb us.
Where's that?
Stop asking questions and start undressing.
You want to talk here?
You said you wanted privacy, didn't you? If anyone sees us here, they'll think you're just another customer. And relax a bit. You're as stiff as if you were waiting to be branded.
Relax. When you're washing me all over, I'm more likely to go rigid.
You naughty boy. Haven't you ever had your back scrubbed by a woman before?
I have, yeah, but it's just different with you. It feels a bit weird. After all we've been through together.
Oh, come now. You don't have to be bashful in front of me, even about what I think I see in that tub.
Well, the water is pretty cold.
Of course it is. So tell me quickly what you're doing here before you shrivel up entirely in the water. You say Zhishka.
And once I've joined them, what next?
Find out when they're supposed to go to Sedlitz. And above all, why they're still here. And once you've got it sorted out with them and you're going to all ride out with the cannon, I'll go straight to the Devil's Den and we'll get to work.
Well, it all sounds pretty dangerous. If I say the wrong thing or someone recognises me, the game will be up. I could do with a kiss for luck.
If you don't mess up, you'll have 1,000 kisses. But work before play. But it seems not. Be careful.
That's all I need to know.
Get out of the water then. You've been in there for ages. Though I have to admit you've scrubbed up nicely. Maybe I should wash you more often.
As long as it's always free of charge.
Actually, there is something you could do to repay me. But that can wait. Enlist for service first, soldier. I haven't slept a wink since.
Has anything else strange happened?
No. Except maybe I lost a shoe.
A shoe? Just one?
That's just what's so strange about it. If both went missing, I just think someone stole them. But one? What good is one of my shoes to anyone?
I could think of a few things.
Yuck.
I found the Cuman who was stalking you. He's called Chakan. And I reckon you won't have any more trouble from him.
Oh, thank God. How did you convince him to stop?
I just told him a woman like you wouldn't waste her time with someone like him.
And he understood? Have you learnt Cuman? Or did you explain it with your fists? And what about my shoes?
Here they are. Both of them.
Thank God for that. I was afraid I'd have to steal someone else's. And Henry?
What?
Thank you. You're a good man. I owe you one.
There's something I need your help with.
Oh, what a surprise. What is it this time?
There's a guard posted outside Moose's tent. I need to lure him away for a while. So I thought...
That I could use my feminine charms on him?
Something like that.
So you rid me of one pig just to lumber me with another?
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't really important.
All right then. I'll try and lure him to the bathhouse. But if he tries anything on me, he'll get a punch in the mouth. I hope he won't stink, at least.
It's happening. The Praggers are leaving for Sedlets.
At last, I won't have to wash the Cuman's asses anymore.
Tell Zizka everything, so they're ready for the ambush.
I will. But be careful once it all starts. I wouldn't want Dry Devil blowing your brains out by mistake.
You want another?
Are you coming with us to Malashov?
And what would I do there?
What's wrong? Are you upset?
Am I supposed to be happy? Ah, for Christ's sake, you're all the same. Why do I even bother trying? You'll all just end up getting killed.
If you're talking about that plan, well...
Jan still thinks it'll be easy to capture von Berghoff. But I heard what Ada said.
What did he say?
That Otto von Berghoff has that fortress full of fresh mercenaries, armed to the teeth. My God! I should have slit his throat that time I had the chance at Trotsky.
Don't worry. It won't be that tough. Brabant mustered some experienced men. It'll be easier with them.
Men! Men! As if everything revolved around you.
Well, there's a war on. We have to fight.
Have to? You have to keep killing?
Look, I just wanted to...
I don't know what you want. I can't figure you out.
That makes two of us. What's changed?
Hey!
We've been fighting the whole time.
Nothing's changed. Except that with every passing day, you're risking more and more. Just try not to get killed, Henry. In the meantime, I'll wait at the fortress in Sukdal. That's where we'll meet.
Did you hear what was arranged with von Berghoff?
Of course, but I don't even have the will to shake my head anymore.
I keep wondering why a woman like you tags along with blokes like us.
And what did you come up with?
It occurred to me maybe you and I are a bit alike.
You don't say. Like how?
Well, for example, I lost everything. I have nowhere to go back to. I have a father, but I barely know him. The Devil's Pack is like my family now. I thought you might be in a similar situation.
Family. Pfft, a fine family that is. Murderers, drunks, fornicators, and gamblers led by the devil himself.
Oh, come on, you know what I mean.
Look, I'm simply here. Does it bother you? Would you prefer if I wasn't here?
No, not at all. I thought...
Then don't think, and keep yourself to yourself.
How are you so calm?
You just need to maintain a healthy dose of anger.
Oh? I take it then that you don't agree with this whole thing.
That's an understatement. The whole lot of them are out of their minds. Even before Malashov, I was already telling them to give it up. No offense.
None taken.
And now von Berghoff talked them into stealing the royal silver? I'd slap some sense into them. Have a good day, Henry.
Good morning.
Likewise.
looks so pretty. Sitting there, on that bench.
You can see my cleavage better, eh? Nice view from above.
Can't deny. It really is a delightful sight.
Just watch your eyes don't fall out of your head, youngster. You men. In the middle of a robbery and still you only think of the one thing. What about you, Henry? Who or what do you want to toast?
To someone who saved our necks on multiple occasions. To someone who we'd be blind without. I'd like to drink to someone without whose help we wouldn't have pulled it off yesterday.
Christ, spit it out already. Who is it?
To Katherine.
There you go. To Kate and all the women.
To Katherine.
You daft buggers. All right, then. Long life to all of us.
I've been wondering what'll happen next. What will you do now, Katherine?
What do you think? Have a few beers, a piece of roast meat, then go and lie down?
All by yourself?
Did you try that one on young Lady Routard, too?
Hey, enough of the lovey-dovey stuff. No one's interested. Why?
Careful!
Eric sent me a message. He wants to fight man to man. He's waiting for me.
And what? You want to accept his challenge?
Well, I'm considering it. What do you reckon I should do?
Are you mad? If it's not a trap, at the very least, it's a fool's errand. If you want to have a cock measuring contest, so be it. But I won't treat your wounds afterwards.
This is something a woman could never understand.
Seriously, Henry, don't be a fool. It's not worth it. There's no point in risking your neck now that everything's over and we can finally live. Please.
On my neighborhood.
Enough! Have you all gone mad? Didn't you see how many people were in that grave? And how many are lying in the field hospital? How many remain among the battlements? And all for some silver that'll be used to pay for more war.
Katherine.
Quiet! I knew things would end like this again. I've had enough of you all.
My lady.
What her problem? Who knows?
What got into Katherine?
You can't blame her. You're not the only person to lose someone.
What?
I too lost my wife, but neither of us have experienced anything like what she has. She never talks about it. She wants to forget, but the war has taken everything from her.
What in God's name happened to her?
Before I met her, she led a simple life, like every woman should. That is, before the war changed everything. Sigismund's army attacked her village.
Like our Skalitz.
Her husband was a tough man. He defended his family. He managed to kill 2 of them before they chopped him to bits.
Like my father.
Maybe that's why they took such brutal revenge on her. They must have done terrible things to her. The animals. When we found her by the road, she was still holding a dead baby in her arms.
My God.
I'll never get that terrible picture out of my head. You can only imagine the hatred she's been carrying around with her since then. But it's deep inside. She's masking it. The only thing she wants is revenge. That's why she's with us. That's why she does all she does.
Why are you telling me this just now?
She doesn't want anyone else to know, to ask her questions about it, to feel sorry for her. But now, given our situation, I just wanted you to know why she reacted like that. The whole time she's been with us, she hasn't let a single man get close to her. But I have the feeling she's close to you. Maybe you remind her of someone. Maybe she likes you. And now she's probably afraid that she'll lose everything again.
What the hell am I supposed to do?
I don't know. Maybe try and talk to her before you go.
All right. I better go now.
All right. Good luck, Henry.
Thanks. Sit.
Step.
You've come to say goodbye before me and Sam leave.
So you've signed up for that suicide mission? I should have known.
What should you have known?
That you'd be taking pointless risks. Again.
Well, someone has to do it. Otherwise, we'll all die.
Someone has to do it. And once again, it'll be you who sacrifices himself for the others.
What are you saying?
Nothing. Nothing. I'm not saying anything. Why can't things just be normal? Why does it all have to end this way?
What are you talking about?
About nothing. Leave me alone. You just don't get it. Go and save the world.
I'll bring help and everything will be all right again. Sigismund is gone. We'll live normal lives again. You'll see.
No, Henry. Even if you do bring help, I'll never have a normal life.
What are you saying?
After everything that's happened to me, I just can't go on.
I know what you're talking about. Zizka told me how they found you. I'm very sorry.
You don't get it, do you? They killed them. They killed my husband. They killed everyone. And I can't go on like this anymore. All I wanted was to get my revenge and never be attached to anyone ever again. But look how that ended up. I have you. And instead of revenge, they want to take you away from me again.
Don't worry. I won't be taken away. And you'll get revenge.
If only that were true. So go then. Go. And bring help. May the Lord be with you.
Can't sleep either.
Don't you dare get yourself killed.
I'll be fine.
I don't want to lose you too. Welcome back, Henry.
Katherine, you all right?
I'm all right. Oh, thank God you came back safe and sound. You kept your word.
I said I would, didn't I?
We both know it could have ended badly.
No, it couldn't. I gave you my word, and I keep my word.
You liar.
I wanted you to be at least slightly happy. Are you happy?
I can never be happy again. It just isn't possible. There are things you can never unsee.
I know what you mean. But try to stop looking back. Look forwards.
If only I could.
You can. And admit it. You're happier than you were yesterday. Just a little. But you are, aren't you?
I am.
You see?
At least we chased those bastards away.
Thank you for the evening before my departure.
I was afraid. I thought it was the end.
So did I.
You lied to me.
Well, just a bit.
I'm not angry. It was nice.
I needed someone to share my burden. At least for a while.
So did I. Let's not talk about it. There's no need.
Well, the last few days here in the fortress must have been awful. How did you get through them?
The same as everyone else, I suppose. I just tried to stay alive. We got hungrier and hungrier. But you forget about that after a while. You even get kind of used to seeing death at every step. The worst thing was the fear that I'd never see you again.
I wanted to tell you that, you're one of the bravest women I ever met.
Oh, come now.
No, it's true. After all you've been through, never complained. And everything you've done for us, we couldn't have done it without you. I wouldn't be able to do it. Thank you. And I hope you'll get to know peace now. You deserve it.
What's come over you? Nobody ever said anything like that to me.
They should have, though.
Thank you. What did you mean, one of the bravest? Who else did you have in mind?
Someone from back home. I think you'd like her. I'll tell you about her one day. What's your plan now?
Now? The simple things in life. A long bath, a good meal, brush my hair.
I need all that as well. I was talking about the future. What will become of us?
Us? Who knows? Maybe it would be good to have someone to hold me again when I go to sleep. But I've grown out of dreams. They hardly ever come true.
What if they came true this time?
We'll see. Let it surprise me.
I'll have to go and see Hanush now.
So I heard. Farewell for now, Henry.
By the way, that buxom lass that you were with?
What, Catherine?
Oh, come on.
She's old enough to be my mother.
So what? I think you could do with a bit of mothering. Besides, a well-built lass like that, she'll see you through the hardest of times.